During my 20s and 30s, well, actually, my teens and 20s, I used to thought of exercise as something that you do to lose weight. And then in my 30s and 40s, I really looked at it as a way of toning your body. But as I've had more birthdays, I realized that exercise is all about longevity. So, I want to talk about that today because there really are four exercises that matter, especially for women 40 and over. So, let's have a just a little chat about that today. But first, it is Tuesday Tea with Evelyn. So, tell me, what are you sipping? Today, I have a cup of it's a black tea with lemon and orange. So I haven't had this one before. Thought I'd give it a try. So let me know, what are you sipping today? Tea, coffee, smoothie, wine, whatever it is. Let me know in the comments. What are you sipping? Okay, so let's talk about these four exercises that's really important for women 40 and over. And honestly, at any age, they're really good to do because the earlier you start, the better it will be for later as you are having a lot more birthdays because as we know, things shift and change as we are getting older. So for our exercises, the first one I would say is balance because as we have more birthdays, if you're getting it, if you think you want to think long term, think about down the road when you're 60, 70, 80, and beyond, you are at a greater risk for falling. So you want to, as much as possible, reduce your chances of having the fall, being a fall risk. So simple things that you can do on a regular, even in your 20s and 30s, would be with your socks, putting your socks on while you're standing. You don't have to sit down to get to put on your socks. You just stand. Put your socks on. Get in the habit of doing that. Now, when you first start doing that, you may need to lean against a wall or your bed, or but you want to get to the point where you can put your socks on without sitting down. You want to do it while you're standing, and then while you're standing, you can do this even while you're brushing your teeth. Just stand on one leg, for a few seconds, up to a minute if you can. Just stand on a leg and then shift and stand on the other leg. Don't let one leg be more dominant than the other. Just give them both equal opportunity of strengthening. So standing on a leg, doing stretches would be really great too. When you're sitting and getting out of chairs, when you like here, if I'm gonna get out of my chair, I don't need to have my hand. I know a lot of people like hold on to the chair to get up. Practice being able to get up and down out of your chair without holding on to anything, without holding on to the cushion. Just stand up and down. Okay, so practice that every now and again too. Another type of exercise is your strength training. Because as we get older, start to lose muscle. So it doesn't mean that we're declining, it just means things shift. So you want to do some things that's going to help that. So you can use weights, and I have weights of various sizes. This is very lightweight, 2 pounds here, 8 pounds there. I have a 5 pound kettlebell here. So different things that you can do that's just going to help you to build strength. You want to stay strong as you're getting older, because there's still things we want to do. We're not going to just be. We don't want to just exist. We want to exist and be able to move well and live a very active life as we're aging. Also, using resistance bands. These are really good to build strength. I like to have them on my legs and run around my ankles, and just do different movements, different exercises that I do. And then also, you can use these for building your core muscles, getting them tightened, because that's going to help as well. Okay, so you want balance and flexibility. You don't want to induce your fall. You want to make sure your bones are staying healthy and you stand strong. Your muscles are staying strong by doing your strengthening exercises. Of course, we're gonna take care of our heart and our lungs, so you wanna do some cardiovascular exercises. That doesn't mean that you have to run to the gym or having to do, calisthenics or, the HIIT exercises or Tabata or any of those. It could be simple things, doing a walk, even if it's like if you only have, like, 5, 10, 15 minutes, it doesn't have to be, like, an hour exercise. So if you like walking, just walk around your street or your neighborhood. If you like to dance, put on some music and just dance for a little bit. You want to be able to get your heart rate up and steady for a certain amount of time. 20 minutes is ideal, but if you don't have 20 minutes, if you only have 5 minutes or 15 minutes, that's fine. If you have 10 minutes 2 times a day, like 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the evening, just get that cardio up. Keep it going and that's going to strengthen your heart and it's going to strengthen your lungs. It also helps to improve your mood. It helps to improve if you're feeling like depressed or down. It helps with that. Anxiety, it really does. So it could be dancing, it could be walking, it could be swimming, hiking, cycling, whatever it is. Just get a little bit of cardio going. Now, here's one that we don't hear about enough. I only heard about it when I was pregnant. My obstetrician said, be sure that you do Kegels. They weren't calling it pelvic floor exercise back then, or maybe they were. And I didn't get the memo on that. But pelvic floor exercises are really good, not only when you're pregnant or after you've had the baby. It's something that you should do on a regular because you want to keep your pelvic floor strong and healthy. If not, you can start having bladder leaks. That and have you noticed how they keep it so like this is normal, this is part of life because they're have commercials all the time about the pads and the cute little disposable panties that you wear, um, because it's like this is the normal part of life. But honestly, if you're getting up more than 2 times a night to go to the restroom, then there's a little bit of a disconnect or problem there. If you're laughing or throughout the day just having bladder leaks, then there's something, if you're working with your pelvic floor, it can help to improve that. So there's pelvic floor exercises, the Kegels. There's also Kegel weights. There's actually weights that you use for your Kegel exercises. So that helps you to, again, build your pelvic floor. So those are the 4 exercises that women 40 and over really should be lean into. I would like to know, like, which one do you love the most? Which one may be missing? Which of the 4 exercises are missing that you want to lean into? Would love to hear that. Like, which ones do you want to do more of? Which ones do you love, love, love doing? Um, so let me know. And I actually wrote a full blog about this. So I will put that in the description below so you can check out the blog. And if you love learning about how to age well with skincare, fitness, all the things that's going to help us to live a better life as we age, then subscribe to my email list so you'll never miss anything. And I'll put that in the description below as well. And of course, if you found value in this video, number one, you might have a friend that would love to hear this as well. Please share it to them because this is for everybody. I love having to come together with you and giving you a little bit of insights of things that I have learned. And hopefully you can share that insight with others as well. But also, if you love having learning here, then be sure that you subscribe to the video. To the channel. Subscribe to the channel. All right. And once you do, I know I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.